Welcome to another chapter of our journey through the Bible. Today, we will dive into the first verses of Genesis chapter 9, where God renews his covenant with Noah after the flood. Get ready for a journey that connects the distant past of the Middle East to the present day as we explore the depths of this divine covenant. God's blessing to Noah. God blesses Noah and his sons, commanding them, "Be fruitful, multiply, and fill the earth." God's blessing highlights the importance of renewal and the continuity of life, even after a devastating event. Studies indicate that population growth after natural disasters has always been a challenge in ancient communities. Findings in ancient Sumerian cities like Ur, the most powerful of its time, and Uruk, founded 5,000 years BC, suggest a resurgence of civilization after major catastrophes. The covenant with humanity. God establishes a covenant not only with Noah but with all humanity. "I will never again curse the ground because of man. While the earth remains, seedtime and harvest, cold and heat, summer and winter, day and night shall not cease." This covenant highlights divine mercy and the importance of faithfulness. Even after judgment, there is a promise of stability and continuity. The Rainbow Covenant. God sets the rainbow in the sky as a sign of his covenant with humanity, promising never to destroy the earth with a flood again. The rainbow is often interpreted as a symbol of hope and renewal. In ancient Middle Eastern texts, the rainbow also symbolized peace between the gods and humanity. Connections with the modern Middle East. The Middle Eastern region, where these stories unfolded, continues to be a site of intense archaeological activity. Recent studies have found parallels between biblical accounts and natural events that occurred in the region thousands of years ago. Findings at sites like Mount Ararat in Turkey have sparked debates about the location of Noah's Ark. Although there is no definitive proof, these studies continue to fascinate scholars and believers. Reflection on God's covenant. As we reflect on this covenant, we are reminded of the importance of faith and obedience. Noah's story teaches us that even in the most difficult times, there is always a promise of renewal. Just as Noah trusted God to guide him through the flood, we are called to trust in the divine plan for our own lives, always seeking renewal and hope. Noah's story and God's covenant remind us that even after the greatest storms, there is always a new beginning. The rainbow in the sky is an eternal symbol of divine mercy and the promise of a better future. Noah's drunkenness. After the flood, Noah becomes a farmer and plants a vineyard. In a moment of weakness, he becomes drunk on the wine from his own vineyard. This episode reveals human vulnerability, even in those who were divinely chosen. Noah's drunkenness can be seen as a reminder that even the most righteous among us have their flaws. The Bible often presents its heroes with raw honesty, which helps us relate to our own struggles and imperfections. The sons' reactions. Noah's sons, Shem, Ham, and Japheth, react differently upon seeing their father in such a state. Ham sees Noah's nakedness and goes out to tell his brothers, while Shem and Japheth cover their father with respect, not looking at him. Ham's reaction, in contrast to his brothers, is interpreted as a lack of respect and honor towards his father. This episode raises discussions about values of respect, honor, and integrity in family relationships. The curse of Canaan. When Noah awakes and learns what Ham has done, he curses Ham's son, Canaan, saying that he will be a servant of the servants of his brothers. This curse would echo through generations, affecting not only Noah's family but also the history of future nations. This brings a lesson for our times, not to let fruitless and cursed words come out of our mouths. The name Canaan is associated with the region that corresponds to modern-day Israel and Palestine. Archaeological finds in sites like Jericho and Hazor reveal the complexity of relationships between different peoples in the region, tracing their origins to this narrative. The future of Shem and Japheth. In contrast to the curse of Canaan, Noah blesses Shem and Japheth, foreseeing that Shem will have a prominent position among the peoples and that Japheth will dwell in spacious tents. These blessings indicate the future expansion and importance of their descendants. Noah's blessings and curses reflect future territorial and national divisions, outlining the destiny of his descendants. The promises made by God and the patriarchs shaped the destiny of all humanity. Connection with the modern Middle East. Noah's narrative and his sons resonate to this day in the Middle East, where tensions between different peoples and nations have deep roots. The promises and curses pronounced in this biblical passage are, for many, a theological explanation for the divisions and conflicts that persist in the region. Excavations in ancient cities like Ur and Mari, founded around 3,800 years BC, located in present-day Iraq, provide clues about the ancient civilizations that arose from the lineages of Shem, Ham, and Japheth. These discoveries help contextualize the origins of Middle Eastern nations. Reflection on Noah's lessons. Noah's story and his sons remind us that the actions of one generation can have consequences that extend for centuries. Faithfulness, respect, and honor are values that shape the future, not just of individuals, but of entire nations. We live in a world where divisions and conflicts are still evident. Noah's story challenges us to reflect on how our own actions can impact future generations and how we can choose the path of blessing rather than cursing. Noah's life, marked by obedience and challenges, teaches us that true wisdom lies in honoring God and living according to His commandments. May we learn from his experiences and build a legacy of faith and respect that endures for generations. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the channel. And remember, just as Seth was a symbol of new beginnings, each day is a new opportunity to call on the name of the Lord. See you next time.